What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this week's video is the championship score predictions for game week 4. Game week 4 already, how nuts is that? We're flying through it, we're flying through the games, but also drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more of these, and let's get straight into these score predictions. So starting the weekend off is Hull Bristol City. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Two teams in average to good form, none of them started terribly bad or anything. And I do think they'll both be in around the mid-table area come the end of the season. I think it's just going to be a stalemate, just a 1-1 draw. Birmingham, Plymouth, now both teams have started the season quite well. Plymouth losing out in the last minute to Southampton on the weekend. But when you come up against Southampton, they're a bit of a beast at championship level, aren't they? So nothing to hold your heads low about. Get back up with it and go again. Think Plymouth will be all right this year, but coming up against Birmingham, who's got a lot of momentum at the minute. And I think the momentum is going to continue. I'm going to go 2-0 Birmingham. And they're going to continue their rise up the championship. Cardiff, Sheffield Wednesday. Now Sheffield Wednesday are in trouble. And I think it's going to be 2-0 Cardiff in this one. I think Cardiff should going to have too much for them. Sheffield Wednesday haven't strengthened enough. I don't know whether they've got the finances or not to compete this season. But I'm going to go Cardiff 2-0. They made a few good signings. Carlon Grant, Josh Bowler, Aaron Ramsey, EK Ugbo. All very, very, very good players for championship level. And I just think Cardiff will just have too much for them. Coventry, Sunderland, I'm going to go for 1-1. Two good teams. Coventry obviously missed out in the playoff final last year. Sunderland missed out in the playoff semi-final. And I think they're both going to be in and around the playoffs again. Whether they get into it, I'm not too sure. But they'll be in and around fighting for it come the end of the season. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Huddersfield, Norwich now. Norwich absolutely dispossessed Millwall on the weekend. And I think they're going to get another win here. 2-1 win away at Huddersfield. Don't think Huddersfield are going to be relegation threatened, but they're going to be down there. Norwich, I can see them getting top 6. Very, very good team. And they just looked fluid on the weekend. They were just going at Millwall. And if they get that type of momentum in the game against Huddersfield, then it could be a higher scoreline, but I'm going to go 2-1. Ipswich, Leeds, now two very, very contrasting teams here. One promoted from League One, one relegated from the Premier League. But yet the team promoted from League One is 3 wins out of 3. And the team relegated from the Premier League, I believe, only has 2 points in the first out of the first 9. But in terms of teams, very, very equal teams. Maybe on paper, some maybe even say Leeds have a better squad. And I did originally have this as a 1-1 draw, but as you can see in the bottom corner, I'm going to go 2-1 Ipswich. I'm going to get them to continue their winning streak and make it 4 out of 4. Millwall, Stoke. Now, obviously, I just mentioned Millwall getting dispossessed by Norwich on the weekend. But the Den is a very tough place to go, which is why I think Stoke may go there and get a point. But it wouldn't surprise me if Millwall was to win this, but I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Preston, Swansea, two teams that are going to be hopeful to get into the 7th to 10th area and fight for the playoffs. Preston got off to a flying start, to be fair, taking 7 points out of the 9. I'm going to go Preston 2-1 in this one. Leicester, I've got them to continue their winning streak just like Ipswich, 4 out of 4 with a 2-0 win away at Rotherham. I think they just got too much for the championship. I was speaking to a Leicester fan last week. He says they're not dominating games, but I think that's actually a good sign that they're winning games and not playing the best. So when they do start dominating the ball and smashing teams, it could be a cricket score. But I'm going to go 2-0 in this one. Southampton, QPR. And now QPR obviously started the season very badly, but with a few signings, they've got a bit better. And obviously Southampton technically getting weakened with Ward-Prowse, Livramento, Lavia. Maybe Che Adams could be leaving as well. But I'm going to go for a Southampton 1-0 win in this one. West Brom, Middlesbrough. Now two teams that have started the season poorly for their standards, especially Middlesbrough. Obviously finishing in the playoffs last year and losing out to Coventry in the semi-finals. West Brom, a bit of hype around the start of this season with a few good signings. Thought they'd be doing better than they are, but they haven't. So this is why I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. And to end the weekend is Watford, Blackburn. I'm going to go Watford 2-1. They started the season quite good, actually. Going to continue that run. Blackburn aren't a bad team even. They're not a pushover. But I just believe being at home, a bit more attacking threat, Watford are going to get the job done 2-1. But that's going to do it for the end of the video. If you've enjoyed, then drop a like below. Subscribe if you haven't. And until next time, see ya.